Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Muhammad Moise sir, English H.O.D. Hyderabad. Today I am going to describe about the biodiversity, 6th unit, 10th standard. In this biodiversity, what is happening here? Biological war is going on. There is a actually global warming and a lot of pollution, degraded land, and cutting down the forest areas, and totally actually the ban is present ban is actually making biological war. This is totally unfair. We should actually go for giving protection to actually all the actually flora and fauna. Flora and fauna is very important to actually balance the nature. Without actually flora and fauna, the nature should not be balanced. According to Conservation of Wild Act, the forest areas should be protected, should be preserved and deserved, because generation to generation, especially some areas are covered also. Here in reading environment, we are going to read the lesson today. Environment. It is based of actually interview based lesson describing. Firstly, we come to know actually here from NHK radio. A reporter is actually taking interview with Wangari Matai. Who is this Wangari Matai? What is actually speciality? What is actually what speciality and what actually what kind of celebrity the lady here, Wangari Matai? Wangari Matai is an African lady, and she is actually environmental activist, and she is also the Nobel Peace Prize winner, and she is also actually the founder of the Green Belt movement, and she is actually found actually women's actually rights for the women's. That also she has actually conducted the campaign. That is also very nice actually she had done. Now the interview, how this actually interview will be conducted here. Interview in the CL actually 10 actually 12 to 15 exchanges are required. One question, one answer. So NHK radio, Nippon also Kaikoi, and this actually reporter is going to actually conduct with the actually interview with Bangani Matai. Now you see that here how the things are going on interview conducting. The first of all, just I'm making the two actually characters. I'm making the role here. Two characters. I'm going to actually enhance actually the same actually qualities here. This actually here NHK radio from NHK radio. Good morning, ma'am. Wangari Matta. Very good morning. Very good morning. NHK radio. Welcome to our studio. Wangari Matta. Well, please be seated. NHK radio. Please be seated. Thank you. Shall we start interview? Yes. Feel free to ask any question. Before I ask one question, firstly I would like to congratulate you, madam, for winning the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, thank you. How do you feel when you got this actually world prestigious actually award? In this actually Nobel Peace Prize. I felt very happy. I did actually great work. For that only I got this actually award. Very nice. So how did you actually become aware of the environment, madam? So startingly along when I was actually visiting the rural women along with my companion. At the time I happened to see actually many people are actually complaining. The rural women complained that they were not getting fodder for animals. They were actually the land was not good. The drinking water also not good, and they were facing actually many problems. They described. At that time, I noticed that land totally degraded, and at the time, I thought that actually land should be rehabilitated, and I would like to bring it to the actually formal actually shape. So that work I would like to do. So very nice, madam. You have done that great work. You have done the great job, and actually degraded land you have made into A graded, which is so nice. Very happy. The forested area, that is the mountain areas actually are the towers of the rainfalls. If the forest area actually the trees are cut down, the forest area, in that what will be happen? Actually the rainfall pattern will be changed, and the flora and fauna disappeared, and many actually things will be actually means actually disturbed for the life of the humankind. for living things, the big problem will be faced. Now NHK radio asking here, how is actually peace connected to the actual environment? Peace is connected to the environment because when the peace is there, actually environment is good, the peace will be there. Environment is not good, peace will be not there. And the war will be actually, many wars are connected in the on the name of actually this actually resources. Natural resources are very important, that should be saved, that should be protected. The government should actually protect the natural resources and give them actually provide actually the natural resources to all the people in the world. That is also required. So then it's already asking question. So what is actually African stool? African stool you made that. So here Mangarmada is saying that the African stool means here actually African stool has three legs. Leg one piece. Leg two actually good governance. Leg three, natural resources should be actually equally distributed among the people, among all the nations. That is also required. So then actually a development basis will be there. And that actually that will be continued. That will be forever all the time. So this is very important. Oh, how did actually how did the environment in your childhood, actually at the time of your childhood, at the time of your childhood, how was the environment? See actually here Vagarabha is saying it was so nice, pretty, pretty, and it was so prestige, so nice. But what happened? She told we happened to live in the British colony at the time. What happened at the time? Actually, British government actually brought some changes. They actually means removed that actually indigenous actually forest area, and started planting the exotic trees and eucalyptus trees and commercial trees. And what happened? They grow fast, they grow tall. But what happened? The rainwater was not actually reaching to the underground. The rainwater was actually simply actually floating away and reaching to the actually oceans, reaching to the riverside oceans. The rainwater was not actually entering in the land, so the land had to be degraded. The totally actually flora and fauna disappeared. That was so not so good. So how did you teach the women, illiterate women, because they didn't know about regarding this actually forest trees, planting seeds of the forest actual trees. I actually Bagari Mata, no, I taught them Mangalma saying I actually taught them, I gave them civic education. Civic education means here common sense, sixth sense one should use. I described them actually the seeds are seeds only. Actually, whether they are the seeds of crabs, are either the seeds of crabs or actually seeds of the forest actually trees. Both are same. In the same manner, that should be actually planted. So actually, she told them told them the illiterate women to actually take actually some broken parts or plastic covers in that actually put the sand and the fertile sand and actually plant the seed and go for the germinating, pour the water and go on seeing. And after some time with the germination, actually a plant will come out from that sand, and that plant will grow. When the plant is grown up to actually 2 feet, actually 3 feet height, at the time that plants that number of actually plants, the trees, the plants should be actually planted at the required places. Like nursery plants, we happen to see number of nursery plant, bonsai plants like that. That plants are hundred, thousands, million, billion actually plants. Actually, women actually means plant actually made, and they actually planted at the means totally actually means clear ground of the forest area, and the forest area now developed into actually good actually means this area like forest area again, it has come to actually in formal shape and size, and there was flora and fauna appeared. It was so nice, so good. And this wonderful work actually done by Wangari Maatai. This should be praised. And the question asking here, what are the actually special transformations have she had done? What are the special transformations? She actually here, Wangari telling the first transformation, illiterate women actually became actually independent themselves. They are actually planting trees, and they are cutting trees, and they are selling trees, selling the wood, and they are making money. They became self dependent. And they became, that is the first actually biggest transformation. The second actually transformation is actually land scale is changed, degraded land into change it into actually agraded land. The flora and fauna appeared. And here describing, she also gave actually me she also gave she persuaded actually the women go for actually use their rights for their life. So the environment of the women, actually that also taken the actual third actual transformation, and women also actually became actually, I mean, strong to actually fight for their rights here. And lastly, the question NHK radio reporter asking, what message do you want to give to the people? Actually, here Vagan Mother is saying that plant a tree, plant a life, plant a tree and plant a life, plant a tree, save a life, or plant a tree, plant tree, and actually make actually save life. And this actually we have to actually develop, actually we have to keep our environment neat and clean all the time. So generation to generation that should be useful, and that is very important. So here that questions after one, you can create some questions, and you can make that actually interview actually successful. You will get actually 10 by 10 marks here for this year. I hope that you should understand, you can develop, and exams are getting near. The children, you are doing hard work. I hope that you can get a good and better best marks in the exam. And all the best to all the students 10th class going. I request once again all the students, actually those who are actually seeing watching my videos, actually go on subscribing actually my actually YouTube channel, and go on actually pressing press the button actually that for actually for continue actually giving the notification, and go on likings, and go on subscribing, and also you should give the comments also. This many more actually videos I will give, and it will be very helpful to you and useful to you and mindful to you. I hope that you should follow, I should develop. All the best, children. Thank you very much.